shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or hancockchevy.com.
It's time for the excitement of West Virginia High School volleyball featuring the Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference. Our coverage is brought to you by Power, Beck, and Metzgerith Law Offices, the Mirius Group of Ameriprise Financial Advisors, W. Harley Miller Systems, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, CMA's Martinsburg and Winchester dealerships, Brown's Funeral Homes and Cremations Robert Fields and Sons, Hagerstown Ford, Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson Personal Injury Attorneys, the Berkeley County Health Department, WVU Medicine Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, Smallwood and Small Insurance, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, the Palace Lounge, the Larry DeMarco Team, Century 21 Modern Realty Results, Rock's Local Markets, Bodwell Insurance Solutions, Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, Fort Evans Archery, Trips Floor Sanding, the Wagner Law Firm, and Next Level Auto Detailing. Now let's send it out to our broadcasters for tonight's coverage.
Welcome out to Martinsburg High School here for EPAC Volleyball. Starting off with JV here in just under 10 minutes. It's the Martinsburg Bulldogs hosting the Jefferson Cougars here on TV 10, WRNR TV on YouTube. Here with the pregame show brought to you by the Marius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors, John Everson and Phil McCoy. Stop by 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. Call 304-263-4343. Dylan Bishop and Colin McLaughlin with you on the call. John Alderton is our on-site producer. Kyler High back at the studio. And our new cameraman, Colin, is
Colton Musgrove of the Martinsburg football team helping us out here this evening.
There you go. And we've got some people reaching out about camera positions. We could use some. So if you're interested in working camera for us, getting paid to do it also, go ahead and reach out. We posted about it on Facebook. Reach out to Colin's email. You can find on that post there. So for now, though, we have our broadcast ready to go here today for Jefferson and Martinsburg. Colin, should be a good one.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. First time we get to see Jefferson here on TV 10 under Coach Anna Washington. Team so far in the varsity level, 5-5 and 1-2-2 here in the EPAC, and then Martinsburg 5-2 on the season under first-year head coach Kiera Anderson. So we'll see how much they've grown and figured some things out since last week, in which we saw them for the first time without one of their mainstays on the outside in Anaya Villa. As a result of her injury, they've had to figure out a few things. Not sure when or if she's going to be able to come back this season. Clearly a big loss, but when we saw them last week against Washington, they were still able to get the sweep, still saw some good things for those players, really trying to step in all together and fill those shoes and move on.
Yeah, we've seen Martinsburg get a clean sweep of Washington last week, won a set off of Hedgesville the week before, nearly beat Musselman at Klein Court in Inwood, and was able to get a 3-1 set victory against Spring Mills on the road as well. That's the varsity team who's doing really well. JV has done well as on their side also. Let's go ahead and take a 2-minute break. And when we come back, we can get into the rosters for the JV teams, and then we'll be just about set for volleyball to start. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Jonathan Bodwell Insurance Solutions. We've been serving the Eastern Panhandle with their insurance needs for 20 years. We specialize in Medicare and health insurance plans. Medicare can be scary. We help seniors navigate the Medicare maze and not get taken advantage of by the call centers. We give honest, local advice on your insurance. We're located in the Aiken Center, 304-283-0864.
Beck and Metsurif Law Offices. 50 years experience. No fees unless we collect money for you. Always here to help you. Any questions? lawpbm.com.
You're in there again, Robbie? Hey, I don't blame you. Your Endless Pool is always ready. Spring, summer, fall, and winter. Endless Pools are great and ready to use year-round. And let's be honest, you're not just splashing around. The resistance current, full-body workout. You've got some serious wing definition, my friend. Okay. Time for the best part. Sauna time. Look at you, total peace. The heat sinks in, your muscles let go, and the world, it can wait. That's the magic of having a sauna at home. No rushing, no noise, no schedules. Just you and a space that feels like it was built to recharge you. Right now, Floor Pools is part of a limited time offer, and you could save up to $5,000 on an Endless Pool. But that's not all. When you come into Floor Pools, they'll bundle in a sauna at a seriously great price. It's Robbie's Swim and Sweat Bundle, now until September 14th. Swim, recover, relax, all in one place. Your place. Visit floorpools.com or stop by Floor Pools in Chambersburg, Hagerstown, or Martinsburg and ask about Robbie's Swim and Sweat promotion. He says you'll never want to leave home again.
Welcome back to Martinsburg High School. Just a few more minutes until we get to JV action between the volleyball squads for Martinsburg and Jefferson. We'll get you the rosters for both sides. Starting with Jefferson, their JV roster goes Claire Anderson-Johns, Jocelyn Baraka, Abigail Blue, Ella Carroll, Gunny Dudley, Kayla Duvall, Annalise Fragimeni, Martina Hall, Ashlyn Hickey, Sophia Holzberger, Claire Marrero, Breslin McCoy, Caitlin Muley, Allison Myers, Jillian Owens, Sophia Palmer, Ava Porter, Callie Rayleigh, Avery Riley, Riley Scheffler, Scarlett Spice, Shaylee Swartz, Isabella Treharn, and Lily Wilson. On the Martinsburg side for JV, we have Sadeja Boget, Gracie Whitmire, Ariana Knoll, Brianna Bailey, Ava Compton, Olivia Roach, Madison Burkhardt, Emma Price, Kara Rutherford, Davida Mensa, Jaden Hall, Emma Spiker, and Kennison Wood. With that, we'll take one last 2-minute break and get you back with the action. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
My kids, you know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or hancockchevy.com.
About 7 seconds left on the warm-up countdown for the JV squads of Martinsburg and Jefferson to get ready to start off our volleyball matches for the night. Dylan Bishop, Colin McLaughlin with you on the call. John Alderton is our on-site producer. Colton Musgrove is our cameraman. Kyler High is our producer back in the studio. So we get things started here. We will give you advance notice that our Jefferson JV roster does have some duplicate numbers on it. Perhaps it's the combination of the freshman and JV roster. So if you're watching at home and you know the Jefferson roster by heart, and you hear us say the wrong name for a number 5 or number 6 or number 1, just we're trying here to do a process of elimination, but we are working with some duplicate numbers on our roster. Teams are about lined up. Get ready to come to the net, say hello to each other before we get things started. Colin, we get some last-second thoughts before we get started?
Consistency is key. We say that time and time again here in the JV matchup. You just want to keep things as simple as possible, and usually the differences between a win or a loss is if your team made fewer mistakes. You're usually the team that comes out on top, and still, nonetheless, you want to see growth here within the team, and people stay confident out there nonetheless. If they can continue to do that, that's all you can really ask for here at this level. So it looks like we have both teams now going out to shake hands, and again, as Dylan said, we'll do our best here to accurately identify the Jefferson team. Got their team rosters from their athletic website and didn't realize until we got here that at least for the JV team there's the duplicate numbers. So we're going to, for now, assume that the ones that are in the class of 2029 that are duplicates are those that would be on the freshman team. So we'll go from there.
Teams have taken the floor. Get things going. Looks like Jefferson will start things off. Scarlet Spice, as well as number 7, Ashlyn Hickey. Or it's number 7, Sophia Palmer.
Well, there we go.
see what I mean? Our libero is Breslin McCoy. Or it's Annalise Regimetti. See, all right, we'll do some more crossing off we got to do. On the Martinsburg side of things, we've got Emma Spiker in the back row. Checking in right here as the libero, Ariana Knoll. Gracie Widmeyer will start things out on the floor, as well as Kennison Wood. Jaden Hall as well. And serving first for Jefferson, Callie Rayleigh. And hit over the kill for Gracie Widmeyer. Make it 1-0 Martinsburg.
Yeah, we've said her name a lot so far this season. Really a standout here at the JV level for Martinsburg, and a swing player because of it for Varsity at times.
Sent over by Knoll. It's a free ball opportunity. Up in the air. Hit to the middle. Jefferson keeps it alive, and then a miscommunication allows the ball to hit the floor and gives Martinsburg a second point. Looks like it was Rayleigh that got the first hit on it, but nobody communicated to get that second hit. There's Rayleigh with the set. The hit over, off block. Diving for the dig is Bailey, and now a kill again for Widmeyer. 3-0 Bulldogs.
A great start so far for Martinsburg. See if that can continue here.
The length and the height of Widmeyer up at the front, causing problems early on for Jefferson. So one hit over on the serve, but out goes the hit from Bourget.
Yeah, right thing to do, just unfortunately for Sadeja Bourget, poorly executed. But that's what you want to see, and you'll see it time and time again. If it's a poor first touch across that comes to your middle or even outside hitters up front for them just to have a free swing at, they're going to take it every time.
Free ball from Martinsburg. Hit to the middle, sent over. That was Riley, and then it never gets back to the Jefferson side. Knoll hits it into the net. Jefferson cuts their deficit to just 3-2. Serve from Scheffler, and it's out. 4-2, Martinsburg. A little bit of breathing room once again. The serve, and it's an ace. Make it 5-2, Martinsburg. And this time, serve, nothing doing for Martinsburg. Hits it out of bounds to the right side. That'll give the serve back to Jefferson.
Yeah, tough one there by Hall. Tried to go down line and just put too much to the right.
Set, hit over, miss hit by Mensah. Will make it 5-4.
Just a mental lapse there by her.
There's the serve over by Riley. Free ball from Martinsburg. What can Jefferson do with it? Hit over, and it's a point for Jefferson. Off the outreached arm of Jaden Hall. Makes it 5-5.
Yeah, I believe that was Jocelyn Baraka out there.
Here's another serve from Riley. Widmeyer over on the right side now. That's in. Martinsburg retakes the lead.
And another good swing by Widmeyer. Saw her on the outside that time around. I'll have her do that. We've seen her do middle as well. You just got to keep her out on the floor as long as possible when she's one of your best players.
Now Widmeyer will serve and gets an ace. Swartz couldn't quite handle it. 7-5 Bulldogs.
I'd had a lot of power behind that serve by Widmeyer. See if she attacks again right at Schwartz.
And you can see a little bit of a curveball. Serve that one out of bounds over to the left side. Cuts the lead back down to 1, and Jefferson serves. serves it across. That was Baraka. Here's the hit, and too far. It goes. Martinsburg lets it go out of bounds. Spice, a little too much on it. A little too much spice on it, you could say. 8-6, Martinsburg. And that'll be Bourget to serve for the Bulldogs. And it's one hit across back to Martinsburg. Right side, and too soft from Mensah. Seen it a couple times.
Yeah, again, just the timing, communication not really there to set up Mensah.
Spice serves again. This time Mensah gets the second hit. It'll be a free ball sent over by Hall. There's a set over to the left side. Tried to send it across the line to no avail. That was Ashlyn Hickey. Couldn't quite get that one. Make it 9-7 now. Martinsburg with the lead. And this could be another ace for the Bulldogs, and it is. Ava Compton sending it over to the Cougars. They can't handle it, make it 10-7.
Just too close to the net for Jefferson to play off of.
Another one from Compton, another ace. That time it was Swartz. Sent it to her. We're going to get a timeout. At 11-7, Martinsburg will take a 30-second break. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
When it comes to providing you with a better car buying experience, CMA's Honda of Winchester takes it personally. Why? Because we're employee owned. That makes us neighbors, and good neighbors take care of each other. Come experience the honesty, transparency, and value we provide every customer, every neighbor, each and every day. At CMA's Honda of Winchester, owners just care more about you.
We return to action here at Martinsburg High School. JV volleyball right now with Varsity to follow. 11-7 in the first set. Martinsburg leads Jefferson. Here's a hit from Jefferson, and no communication between Compton and Knoll. I think they each thought that the other was going to go for it. 11-8, Martinsburg leads. The libero, Angelise Fragimeni. Here's a down ball hit from Martinsburg. Send it over the way of the Cougars. Free ball. Set up. And a smack over by Wood. And the set a little too far in between the middle hitter and outside. Made it difficult for Riley to make a play on it, as well as Hickey. They kind of got lost in between them. There's another serve from Martinsburg, hit over in two. Widmeyer, both hands, hits over. Outside hit, left-handed there from Jefferson's Muley, and that's going to hit the floor. Martinsburg with the point, 13-8.
Yeah, both sides a little scrambled there, but Martinsburg able to keep their scrambled mess more controlled in some way.
Controlled chaos, you could
point.
say.
Yeah. Sometimes that's all you need.
Have to be a backline hit, and nobody comes and gets it. It should have been an easy play to keep extended for Martinsburg, but again, lack of communication leads to a point, this time for Jefferson. 13-9.
Rayleigh with a good serve in play.
They'll set it over for Widmeyer back on the left side. They're going to blow the whistle. They're going to say Jefferson got in the net. Point goes to the Bulldogs. Well, Martinsburg, when they haven't made self-inflicted errors, they've been in control here in this first set, up by 5. A down ball hit goes into the net and make it a 6-point lead. Hard angle for Baraka to try to get a good hit on it.
Probably should have went with the free ball, but still like the confidence.
There's the other timeout at 15-9. We'll take another 30-second break with them for the timeout. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
When it comes to surgery, experience and innovation matter. At WVU Medicine, our board-certified surgeons use the latest robotic and minimally invasive techniques to provide better outcomes and faster recoveries. We offer a full range of procedures including advanced hernia repair, anti-reflux surgery, breast cancer surgery, colon resection, gallbladder removal, skin cancer, and lesion removal. Trust the region's leader in advanced surgical care. Call WVU Medicine Surgery today at 304-596-2150.
15-9, Martinsburg leads Jefferson in our first set. JV volleyball. JV plays the best of 3 to 25 each, and looks like it's going to be another point to the Bulldogs as Jefferson can't corral it. This ball goes into the stands. And it looked like we had a collision between a Jefferson player and somebody on the sidelines, a spectator.
I'm hoping they're all okay. It appears that they're okay. It's usually, I don't know if they were sitting in the front row, if they were walking by, if it was the front row, have nobody sitting in the front row.
Must have just been walking by.
Yeah, Byler's on cleanup duty right now, so.
Bad circumstance. Might have spilled something
I think it's
well.
popcorn.
Here's Knoll with a serve. That goes out. So with a long layoff, waiting for the next serve. Helps out Jefferson a little bit. Now they're only down by 6 once again, 16-10. So Wilson will go back to serve it. Sets for Whitmire, off block and past all of Jefferson.
Whitmire with the start and the finish that time.
Yeah, back up to a 7-point lead. Martinsburg's JV starting to pull away here in set 1. There's another serve from Jaden Hall. She will also set up for Whitmire, but it's a little behind her. She has to only send across a free ball. And Jefferson sort of gets the same thing on their side as well. To the middle, Bourget blocked, sent right back. Martinsburg, 4 hits. Or it was a double. Either way, point goes to Jefferson.
Yeah, not entirely sure. I'm also surprised there was no call. It almost looked very close that the block came over the nets for Jefferson earlier.
There's the serve. And Whitmire on the other side will get the kill. Put 18 up on the board for Martinsburg.
She's been everywhere so far. Now she'll go back to serve, where we saw an ace earlier from her.
We were pretty close back and forth there at the beginning. At around 5-5 is when Martinsburg started to pull away, and there's an ace for the Bulldogs as they continue to increase their lead, up 19-11. There's another serve from Whitmire, and it hits the top before being sent over, and it's a good recovery from Jefferson. Knoll just barely got there, but couldn't quite hit it somewhere where a teammate could get to it. Cougars get the point. first set on TV 10, brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Buy your next vehicle online, and they'll deliver it to you. If you don't like it, they'll take it back. Go to HagerstownFord.com. Baraka with the serve for Jefferson. Here's the hit from Rutherford. Set it up on the other side for Jefferson. Very close to the antenna, but able to keep it inside. Here's a free ball from Martinsburg. Set, blocked. Martinsburg gets the point, 20-12.
Yeah, Bourget and Mensa up there with the block. Give them credit. Just a lot of height up front for the Bulldogs, and it's a mismatch almost each and every time when there's a meeting there so far here in this first set.
Bourget serves. And Muley with the free ball attempt. That goes into the net, 21-12. Our first set also brought to you by Power Beck and Matt Zurif Law Offices. Call 304-264-8870 to speak with an attorney today, or visit lawpbm.com. Service error to follow it up gives the Cougars 13. Spice back to serve. Sends it at Widmeyer. It'll be Rutherford that has to send over a free ball the other way. They'll set up. Soft touch. And the block. You had Mensa right there along with Wood next to her. 22-13. Ava Compton serves again. She sent some good ones over her first time around. They'll go at the libero. And it ends up being a free ball that was sort of in an awkward position for Myers to try to go at. Try to hit it with the left hand. And it didn't quite have the strength to get over the net. Martinsburg up by 10, getting close to closing this one out. 23-13. And nice recovery from Jefferson to not have another ace. Wood sends over the free ball. I'll set up Muley, left hand, off the net, gets the kill. (23-14). Fragimeni back to serve again. She'll send it at Knoll. Good set, and the hit across by Wood gets the kill, 24-14.
Again, that height up front from Martinsburg. Wood barely had to jump there to get that kill.
When your first two hits are good, it makes you a lot more likely to have a good third one. Well, let's see if Rutherford can have a good serve to close this one out. It is hit back over by Jefferson and one. We'll go right side. Jefferson keeps it up. Hits it over. Widmeyer. To the right side, off block. Fragimeni can't keep it up. Emma Price gets the kill to close out set number one, 25-14. Martinsburg with a strong performance in set number one. And with that, we will take a 1-minute break. We'll come back with set two. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Fort Evans Archery of Inwood is your local full-service archery pro shop with sales and setup, maintenance, repairs, and sight-ins. Fort Evans Archery is a full-stocking dealer for all your favorites like Hoyt, Matthews, Elite, Bowtech, Mission, and Bear, with crossbows from Raven, 10-point, Barnett, and Excalibur. And Fort Evans Archery has a sight range out to 60 yards. Fort Evans Archery, 998 Arden-Melville Road, Suite 2, Inwood, open Tuesday to Friday, 10 a.m. until 6, Saturdays 9:30 to 4. FortEvansArchery.com.
Beck and Zurif Law Offices. 50 years experience. No fees unless we collect money for you. Always here to help you. Any questions? lawpbm.com.
Back for set number 2 of JV volleyball between Martinsburg and Jefferson. Second set brought to you by Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, located at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number 1 by making you number 1 first. Parsons, and by the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Go to wvjusticelawyers.com. Dylan Bishop and Colin McLaughlin with you on the call for TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Our on-site producer is John Alderton. Our cameraman this evening is Colton Musgrove, and back at the studio is Kyler High. Colin, strong performance from Martinsburg's JV in that first set.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I liked what I saw from the Jefferson side still. There's definitely some things they can build on and make the second set, I feel like, more competitive, but absolutely in that first set, Martinsburg was clearly the better team, had fewer errors. The serve, receive, very big difference here, and that ultimately led to them getting that 25-14 first set victory. If they can continue to keep those serves in play, put pressure on Jefferson, it will probably go the same way it did in that first set. If Jefferson, though, can clean those things up, I can see them keeping it close like they did at the start of that first set. It was 7-5 at one point. Martinsburg had control, though, the entire time. They were able to just build upon that lead and really from there go into cruise control.
I believe it might have even been 5-5.
Yeah.
At that point. And then, you're right, from that point on is pretty much when Martinsburg started to pull away. They did get up 5-2, and then Jefferson got themselves a little streak going. So we'll see if Jefferson can build on some stuff like that. Stay close early in the set. Or if Martinsburg is just going to be the more dominant team today and can pull away again. We'll see. Second set, Jefferson wins it. We'll go to a third. Knoll grabs the ball, takes it behind the back line. Whistle blows, and we're ready to continue. Sent over. Soft touch from Jefferson up at the front. Boget gets blocked, sent right back, though. And Jefferson again. As the ball flew close to the net, nobody came up, called for it. Perhaps they thought it was going to go back over to the Martinsburg side. It was close, but it would be 1-0 Martinsburg. And in the middle of me saying that, make it 1-1 as Ariana Knoll's serve goes into the net.
Yeah, Knoll just didn't have the best contact on that second serve. That's what ended up making it go short. Almost had that lucky tape bend.
Callie Rayleigh with the serve for Jefferson. The set, and a nice hit for the kill from Olivia Roach to put Martinsburg back on top.
Yeah, you can't ask for anything better from Roach there. Timing, absolutely perfect. Her steps, perfect. The swing, perfect. Perfect location. All around, great job there.
And the line drive serve close to the net. Hit over by Boget to put Martinsburg up by 2 for the first time in this set. See if those early first set back and forth sequences were just them getting warmed up, or if Jefferson can continue to hang. This is off block. Dumped over. Nice decision there. I believe from Roach again. Actually 27, that's Jaden Hall. Give her the credit.
Yeah, you don't normally see when somebody goes for a dump and two, it go past the back line. Usually it's right in the middle, no man land defense. but she saw everybody creeping up for Jefferson and took the chance, and it paid off.
Hall serves, gets an ace. Martinsburg continuing right where they left off in the first set. 5-1. Hall gets the serve again, goes soft with this one up to the front line. Set behind, soft touch. That one works out. Nice finesse move there from Ashlyn Hickey.
And looking down at the floor after that one was Roach. Not sure if maybe she slipped or something. Felt like that she just didn't have the best hop to go up for the block.
So here's Jefferson's chance with the serve to get back into the set. Lily Wilson with the serve and the ace. A little too low for Ariana Knoll.
Well, last time we said when it was 5-2 in the first set, Jefferson was able to make it 5-5. It's now 5-3.
Martinsburg will get this one over, but just with the free ball. They'll go to the middle. It's a high hit. Able to get it back over for another kill is Olivia Roach. I think Fragimeni got hit in the head. Whether by the ball or by a teammate.
Yeah, hopefully she's okay. She's had to tough it out a few times. She was the one that had the collision earlier with the spectator.
Roach got the kill, but then comes back with a service error. Can't win them all. 6-4. Served over by Jefferson. And a nice hit by Widmeyer. Saw her do a lot of damage early in that first set. Early in the second set, coming back for more.
Yeah, Widmeyer wanted that a little bit closer to the net, saw that it was going to pull her back quickly, was able to readjust and still get the kill.
So Deja Boget to serve for Martinsburg, and it's another ace. Well, the Bulldogs trying to get back into firm control like they were for all of the back half of the first set. There's the set. Jefferson sends one over. Boget dives on the floor for the dig. Widmeyer off the block. Jefferson, good job to keep it alive. Down ball hit. From the middle, there's one that just goes a little too far from Kennison Wood. Jefferson, good eyes on that one to let it go out.
Yeah, Rayleigh, the one that kept that alive to help Jefferson get that point. She'll now check out of the match, and Muley will check in. But great job there, stopping the Martinsburg attack.
Off block, Widmeyer. Good job by Jefferson to get that one back over, and the free ball gets the point. Hidden in the no man's land. Knoll had to dive for it, still couldn't get it. It's about as good of a free ball hit as you're going to see.
Yeah, I thought I saw somebody go into the net, though. Clearly the net bent down, and that usually means there's contact made. Ball doesn't lie.
Ball don't lie.
A serve error there. So
that's too far on the serve from Baraka. It'll make it 9-6. Back to serve will be Compton. Little backspin on that one, and another ace for Compton.
Yeah, Muley just not quick enough with her reaction to get that one, unfortunately. Very close, though, for her.
10-6, Martinsburg. One little run could get them back where they were, like that at the end of the first set, but there's a service error, doesn't let you quite get there.
Yeah, these serve errors have kept Jefferson in this second set so far. There's been a few of them made by Martinsburg.
It's kind of like we said for the first set when Martinsburg wasn't having any self-inflicted mistakes. They were able to keep control, and there seems to be another one from Martinsburg. Nobody comes up and makes that third hit. Jefferson with the ace, 10-8. And another serve from Scarlet Spice into the net, 11-8. It'll be Widmeyer back to serve now. So Bailey sits down. Widmeyer straight to the back line, off the net, and out.
Yeah, I think it might have been on the out-of-play side of the net as well. Not 100% certain.
Yep, 12-8. Point goes to Martinsburg. And this point goes to Jefferson on the service error.
Another one by Martinsburg, just straight into the net.
12-9. See Fragimeni go back. The sophomore libero sends it at Martinsburg's libero. It's a free ball, and a tough first hit from Fragimeni makes it 13-9. We were at this exact score in the last set.
And it was where Martinsburg started to pull away.
Yep.
And you've reset your rotation. Knoll serving.
Sends it at the back line. Libero again. Here's Muley, left-handed swat. Setter dump. Good eyes there from Jefferson's libero. Will be a setup and hit across. Jefferson keeps it up. Down ball hit. Off the mark just a little bit from Jefferson.
Spice just with a tough swing there. Got to keep your head up, shake it off, go into this timeout and regroup.
14-9, Martinsburg. Second set lead, trying to close out a two-game sweep in the JV match. Let's take a 30-second break and be back with more EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
You're in there again, Robbie? Hey, I don't blame you. Your Endless Pool is always ready. Spring, summer, fall, and winter. Endless Pools are great and ready to use year-round. And let's be honest, you're not just splashing around. The resistance current, full-body workout. You've got some serious wing definition, my friend. Okay. Time for the best part. Sauna time. Look at you, total peace. The heat sinks in, your muscles let go, and the world, it can wait. That's the magic of having a sauna at home. No rushing, no noise, no schedules. Just you and a space that feels like it was built to recharge you. Right now, Floor Pools is part of a limited time offer, and you could save up to $5,000 on an Endless Pool. But that's not all. When you come into Floor Pools, they'll bundle in a sauna at a seriously great price. It's Robbie's Swim and Sweat Bundle, now until September 14th. Swim, recover, relax, all in one place. Your place. Visit floorpools.com or stop by Floor Pools in Chambersburg, Hagerstown, or Martinsburg and ask about Robbie's Swim and Sweat promotion. He says you'll never want to leave home again.
In the middle, Bourget blocked. Point to the Cougars, Avery Riley. Sent that one right back where it came from. Return to sender.
Timeout worked.
Yep. We'll get Callie Rayleigh, the setter for Jefferson, with the serve. Martinsburg goes right side. Jefferson keeps it up. Dig on the other side from Compton. They'll go up to Roach, who tries to push it up, but goes into the net. 14-11, two in a row for Jefferson since the timeout.
Yeah, Roach was just too far back, had to really sprint for that one and couldn't make the play.
Rayleigh serves again at Knoll. Right side goes Martinsburg again, and it's out. Madison Burkhart put too much on it. 14-12 now.
3 straight points. See if Martinsburg uses a timeout here soon.
Another serve, it's Widmeyer, Knoll, Roach. A nice down ball kill. Olivia Roach gets Martinsburg back on track.
Yeah, it's a tough play for any libero to make. Rajameni really tried, went full extension there, just couldn't get a good first touch.
Another serve from the Bulldogs. It's hit back over and one. Set at the net. Blocked. Martinsburg keeps it alive. Noel's going to have to get up quickly, send a free ball, and does. Ooh, and Jefferson just can't quite keep it alive.
Interesting there. I guess you didn't want Riley to set, so she was underneath it, and at the very last second got out of the way, but it was too late.
Setter dump from Jefferson. Doesn't get the job done. Here's Roach, left side, blocked.
Yeah.
And in the net went Jefferson.
Yeah, it was a tough one there and hard fall. Hopefully she's okay, as that was Riley that went up for the block, made contact with the net, and then came down and came down just wrong. So, again, hopefully she's okay.
Martinsburg with the lead 17-12. Let's take a 30-second injury timeout. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Avery Riley able to walk off the court under her own power, which is good to see. Getting some attention on the bench now. We're 17-12. Martinsburg leading Jefferson in the second set. Junior varsity action. Martinsburg trying to close out the match. Another serve, and it's an ace. Jefferson got one hit on it, and that was it. And now we'll get actual timeout here from Jefferson. We just took a timeout, as we can keep it here. Don't have too many breaks to get in. I'll remind you of our set sponsors. Like I said from the beginning of the set, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg and the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm. Martinsburg mostly in control of this one. They haven't quite been able to dominate it to be able to pull away in the second set. They're getting close to that, though, as we now sit at a 6-point lead, which is the biggest they've been able to have in this set. Of course, winning set number 1 25-14. Jefferson has competed well enough to where you think, at least if they don't win the set, they can at least get past 14 at this point. Here's the next serve from Martinsburg, as we had a little bit of delay coming out of the timeout. And it looks like Martinsburg got in the net this time. Point goes back to Jefferson.
Again, they get the point out of the timeout. That's where they were trying to make that last run, but Martinsburg was able to storm back after a few straight points by Jefferson. We'll see if Jefferson has enough in the tank to get back to being competitive, and there you go. Just a silly mistake on Martinsburg's ends by Widmeyer and Mensa. Miscommunication.
The old husband and wife.
Yep.
18-14. Wilson will serve now. This is where Jefferson was able to make up a couple points with Wilson serving earlier in the set. Down ball hit from Jefferson. Here's a set back line, 10 line hit from Widmeyer, and it works out. A hit back from Jefferson goes into the stands.
Yeah, unfortunately, the spectators are not teammates.
Watch out for flying projectiles and when you're in the stands here at a volleyball match.
It's my least favorite thing when I go down for the pregame interviews. They're warming up all around me. Never know which one to pay attention to.
Here's a hit too far across from Jefferson. Spice put a little too much on it, 20-14. Roach with the serve now at Wilson. Set up, outside hit. Martinsburg has to run for it. Down ball hit off the net. Didn't think that hit from Bourget was going to be as effective as it was, but Jefferson still stays on it. And then Bourget comes back with a second chance. Jumped a little too early, or set was a little higher than she thought it would be. Either way, a point goes to Jefferson.
Yeah, those were the exact two things that I was going to say. He couldn't have explained it better.
20-15. Serve at Knoll. Knoll will have to send the free ball over as well. Set up, left side, Spice with both hands. Widmeyer at the net. Line drive. Puts the Bulldogs up by 6 with only 4 points to go to win the match.
Another great hit there for the kill by Widmeyer.
Bourget serves it, lines it. Nice serve, that's an ace.
Yeah,
There's nothing Swartz could do with that one.
I saw it coming off the hand and didn't really see any arc on the serve. I thought it was going straight into the net.
So did I.
That one had a little more arc.
Yeah, that was a little higher, 22-15. Bourget making plays, sliding on the floor for that one. Here's one off block. They'll go to the middle, left-handed hit. Myers put that one across for Jefferson. Here's soft touch from Widmeyer. Jefferson keeps it up. And got a nice volley going, and Martinsburg once again in the net.
Mensah, when she went to dive for it, right after she made contact, her momentum was just carrying her underneath the net, and her two hands after bumping it back made contact across midcourt.
Baraka serves it into the net. And Martinsburg is 2 points away from a JV sweep. We'll get a couple substitutions. Looks like Mensah was going to sit down and needed to take the proper protocol before doing so. Now we've made the changes properly. See Burkhart as well as Compton checking in. And there's another ace from Compton. Her serves have gotten the job done. As have a lot of Martinsburg's, but Compton in particular. Now she can serve for match point. Baraka sets up for Muley. He's tipped at the net, but stays alive. Widmeyer down ball hit. Baraka sets behind her. The back set to Muley, and that's not the direction you want to send it.
Yeah, that wasn't meant to be hers, and Wood panicked. She was right at the net, turned around, and she's like, what do I do here?
Lucky for them, they have some points to work with.
She just has too much power.
24-17. Going to serve from Spice. And diving for it is Knoll, but the dig sends it across. And now here's a tip at the net. And a nice one. Spice again keeps Jefferson alive. They still have a lot of work to do. 24-18. Here's one from Spice that hooks and stays in. Everyone on the floor for Martinsburg, I think, looked at the direction it was going, the spin that it had, and said, well, surely that's going out. And it didn't.
Yeah, right on the line.
24-19. Jefferson not out of it yet.
Okay.
Reserve, okay. Spice decided she didn't want to hit that one. Long serve there. We'll go to Wood at the front, and that's the match. 25-19 after a 25-14 first set from Martinsburg. 2-0 they take the JV match. Colin Martinsburg, it wasn't the cleanest victory. It wasn't the most dominant, but I think if they would have cleaned up some of the self-inflicted wounds, they would have dominated this one.
Yeah, I think it was really shown in that second set that the self-inflicted wounds was what kind of made it closer than that first set. But either way, they were still the better team. Great match all around by both sides, and hopefully the next time around things are better overall and get a competitive match.
And with that, the varsity's teams are going to take the floor, and we'll get ready to see the 20-minute timer start here soon. As that happens, we will take a 5-minute break between matches here. Give them time to set up things for varsity, get warmed up, get that countdown started, set up our pregame interviews with both head coaches, Coach Washington and Coach Anderson. So we'll take that 5-minute break now, and we'll come back with your pregame for varsity. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. We're going to be back in 5 minutes.
Sometimes our customers face circumstances that stretch their financial resources. At West Virginia American Water, we're here to help. Our customer assistance program can keep your life flowing by providing one-time assistant grants of up to $500, payment installment plans, and budget billing to provide predictable monthly bills. We also offer discounts of 20% for qualified low-income customers. To learn more about our customer assistance programs, visit westvirginiaamwater.com.
When it comes to providing you with a better car buying experience, CMA's Honda of Winchester takes it personally. Why? Because we're employee owned. That makes us neighbors, and good neighbors take care of each other. Come experience the honesty, transparency, and value we provide every customer, every neighbor, each and every day. At CMA's Honda of Winchester, owners just care more about you.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
It's the new normal. You live, work, and play everywhere. Whether it's the family car or the family business, you need insurance that keeps pace with your changing life. Home on the job or working from home, peace of mind comes from knowing your whole world is covered. No matter what happens or how big it grows, whatever your new normal, Erie Insurance's award-winning service and personal agents can keep pace. Call your local agent today or visit erieinsurance.com for a quote.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, shrimp nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg. Mark Q's Plumbing and HVAC is here to solve your plumbing and heating problems while meeting your renovation needs. Now serving Berkeley, Jefferson, Hampshire, and Mineral counties. We're a family-owned and operated company that's fully licensed and insured. We can do kitchen and bathroom upgrades and remodels, plumbing, HVAC and light excavation, well pumps, water heaters, and drain clearing. Call 304-620-8013. Mark's Q's Plumbing and HVAC. We look forward to working with you.
There's a new seafood place in town. Get Rock's Crab Cake Sandwich with 70% real crab meat.
They're a hit. It's a race between Rock's delicious chicken sandwich and delicious burger to see which is best. And the winner is, get both.
There's a new seafood place in town. Get Rock's Crab Cake Sandwich with 70% real crab meat.
They're a hit.
Let's talk about what to do after a car or truck accident.
First, call 911. Then call Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers.
Let us handle the insurance company so you can focus on getting better.
Being injured in a wreck is enough stress. Let your doctor handle your medical issues.
And let the Skinner brothers handle your insurance issues.
If you've been hurt in almost heaven,
call the Sevens, 304-777-7777.
When it comes to surgery, experience and innovation matter. At WVU Medicine, our board-certified surgeons use the latest robotic and minimally invasive techniques to provide better outcomes and faster recoveries. We offer a full range of procedures including advanced hernia repair, anti-reflux surgery, breast cancer surgery, colon resection, gallbladder removal, skin cancer, and lesion removal. Trust the region's leader in advanced surgical care. Call WVU Medicine Surgery today at 304-596-2150.
Welcome back inside the Martinsburg Fieldhouse here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. It is time to get you set for varsity action in EPAC volleyball tonight between the Jefferson Cougars, who enter with a 5-5-1 record, 2-2 in the Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference, and the Martinsburg Bulldogs, who are 5-2 overall on the season under first-year head coach Kiera Anderson, and their record here in the Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference is 2-2 as well, I believe. Just double-checking here that is the case. Yep. As we now will get you set, our pregame show brought to you by the Mirius Group of Ameriprise Financial Advisors, John Everson and Phil McCoy. Stop by 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg or call 304-263-4343. Pre-game show also brought to you by W. Harley Miller Systems, providing custom integration services like home and office automation, home theater, networking, audio, video distribution, and more. Call them at 304-350-1931 or visit WHMsystems.com. I'm Colin McLaughlin, and my crew's left me, ladies and gentlemen, tuned in. They're nowhere to be found during the 5-minute break. They went out to use the bathroom, I guess, get some food as well, and they're leaving me high and dry, flying solo here for the beginning part of the pregame. So I'll give them a hard time later on, but they're doing a great job here for us tonight, and they deserve the break. Dylan Bishop will be alongside me here on the call. Our on-site producer is John Alderton. Colton Musgrove doing a great job for the first time as our cameraman, and then back in the studio for the first time solo is Kyler High. Speaking of first time, it's the first time we're going to see Jefferson here this season on TV 10, WRNR TV on YouTube. Here in a little bit during the pregame show, we'll hear from the head coach, Anna Washington. Of course, we'll hear from Kiera Anderson of Martinsburg as well, but it should be a good battle between these two teams. It has been in the past. Dylan, you're finally here. Welcome.
Hello.
What are you hoping for here in this varsity match?
I've been here the whole time. I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't lie. I already called you out.
Well, it was a long
Everybody
line.
knows.
It was a long line down there to
No worries.
stand. Longer than expected. But anyway, I mean, this is a really good Martinsburg team, or at least it has been. Missing Villa due to injury, it affects things for sure. Now, we already saw them against Washington. They can still get it done. They have a lot of good quality players here, and clearly the coaching of Kiera Anderson has helped. Shepherd Volleyball has been a good program over there, and I'd spent a solid bit of time around the program myself. I was friends with a player while I was in college, so I paid attention to the team, and I could even see that while she, I believe as a freshman, was carrying around a clipboard on the sideline during the matches. So I think she was close with Coach Alex there her entire time. So not surprised she ended up turning into a coach. And I'm not surprised that immediately the team seemed to get a good bit better under her tutelage. So it's going to be a tough task for Jefferson, but we know that Coach Washington, good coach herself, can get the Cougars going. And like I said, it'll be tough tonight, but I think maybe they can get it done.
It's the first of two meetings between these schools, and it is the, I believe, last school that we see for Martinsburg in the first meetings of the EPAC. As we said already, 2-2 so far. The two wins coming against Spring Mills and Washington. The two losses for Martinsburg coming to Musselman and Hedgesville, and they nearly knocked off Musselman. Took a set against Hedgesville, almost had that second set, but things just kind of fell apart. And then on the Jefferson side of things, like I mentioned earlier, they sit at 5-5-1 overall, 2-2 here. They were swept by Musselman. They swept Washington, took Spring Mills to 4 sets, defeated them 3-1. And then in tri-meet or tournament play, it looks like actually, they lost to Dominion 2-0, tied with Woodgrove, beat John Champ 2-0, and lost to Gainesville and lost to Hedgesville 3-0. But most recently, back on the 10th, went 2-1 with the wins over Preston and Lewis County, and then lost 2-1 to University. So that's how both teams look so far here this season. For now, we'll step aside, take a 2-minute break, and then on the other side of that break, we'll hear from both teams' head coaches. You're tuned into EPAC Volleyball here on TV 10, WRNR TV on YouTube. Back in 2 minutes.
The thing I'm most passionate about with my clients is that 95% of them that come to me, they've never been in trouble in their lives. They've got careers, promising futures, things that matter.
So thankfully, after it was all said and done, I had no DUI and I had no more stress facing me or my family.
When you're on the fence whether to hire a DUI attorney, I always say that you really cannot afford not to. My name is Harley Wagner. My law practice has been exclusively focused on driving under the influence cases throughout the state of West Virginia.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
What's up, everybody? Tyson Bajan here. The greatest asset for a professional quarterback is a receiver with good hands.
At Next Level Auto Detailing, your vehicle is in good hands. We offer basic detailing packages, ceramic coatings, any restoration service for your vehicle, you name it, we do it. Call us at 703-786-6250 to take your vehicle to the next level. Let's go!
Welcome back here at the Martinsburg Fieldhouse as we continue our pre-game coverage for the varsity contest here in volleyball between Jefferson and Martinsburg. Let's now get to our coaches' interviews. First joined by the head coach of Jefferson, Anna Washington. Coach, how's your season gone so far for your team as we get to see them for the first time on TV10?
Really well. We got a little bit of sickness and injury going on right now, but overall, great season so far. Lots of hard work.
How much growth have you seen for your team from last year into this year?
Oh, absolutely a ton. We have a lot of new faces on defense and a few on offense as well. I feel like my younger players are really starting to kind of come out of their shells and get comfortable and understand where they belong and their roles and their jobs, and they're doing really great. So,
what are some of the goals that you have in place for your team here this season?
For us, consistency is always the number one goal. I think that's in the past, that's where we've lacked. We've had really great times and then really down times. So ours is just keeping consistent play throughout an entire match is always our goal.
Tonight it's a matchup with Martinsburg for the first time this season. What are you hoping your side accomplishes against them?
We absolutely love playing Martinsburg. It's just always, honestly, it's always a great game, great sportsmanship. They play very similar style volleyball to us now. I know they have a new coach, and I'm really excited to see what she's bringing to the program. But for us, I just want to see us have great serve receive, and again, that consistency for me is just making sure we're keeping a consistent attitude and consistent play throughout the entire match.
Okay. Anything else, Coach?
No, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Now joined by head coach of the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Carrie Anderson. Coach Anderson, a week since we've seen your team again. How's it been going for your team?
It's been good. We've been making some changes, moving people around, seeing who fits where the best. But, I mean, I think they're all being super flexible. They're willing to play wherever I put them, and they've just had good spirits going out through it.
I know primarily one of those main changes is due to Villa being out for a little bit here. Who really has stepped up and taken over, kind of trying to replace her shoes?
Our first instinct was we put Peyton McMillan over there. She did a great job against Washington. But like I said, I mean, she's a great middle, so we're moving her back. We're going to have her maybe as a middle or a right side, but Emma Bass has stepped up. I mean, every single one of them has stepped up and is ready to be a change. They're ready to fill where I need them to be.
What are you hoping to see here tonight as you guys get ready to take on Jefferson?
I mean, I've been talking about it the whole season. I want to see them be cohesive. I want to see the grit, the heart, the drive. I want them to be willing to be able to go wherever I ask them to go. But, I mean, I'm expecting nothing less of what we've been seeing.
What do you think's been the biggest difference that you've seen in your team since the start of the season up until now?
I believe we're a little bit scrappier. That's one thing that I've seen the most. We're playing some coverage balls really well. We're talking more. We're having a little bit more energy. We have a little bit more fire to us. Especially after our Petersburg game. I mean, they were able to boost some confidence in. So, yeah.
Anything else, Coach Anderson?
Nope, that's all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you to Anna Washington of Jefferson and Kiara Anderson of Martinsburg for their time here for our coaches' pre-game interviews. Let's step aside and take another 2-minute break. And then on the other side of that break, we'll introduce you to both teams. You're tuned into EPAC Volleyball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Back again in 2 minutes.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How can I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm John Everson, Private Wealth Advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
My kids, you know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or hancockchevy.com.
We welcome you back here. Just over 2 minutes left here on the pregame clock inside the Martinsburg field house. Martinsburg currently finishing its warm-ups. Jefferson waiting in the meantime for them to do so as they get to alternate 6 minutes each of solo time on the floor to warm up. I'm Colin McLaughlin. I'm joined by Dylan Bishop here tonight on the headset. On-site producer is John Alderton. Colton Musgrove is our cameraman. Back at the studio, it is Kyler High. Once again, our pregame show brought to you by the Mirius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors, John Jefferson and Phil McCoy. Stop by 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg or call them today at 304-263-4343. Maybe don't call them today. They're probably already closed, but call them any other time. Even if you do need to call them today, you can probably leave a voicemail and they'll get back to you. Both of them great guys.
Oh, call Phil. You can call Phil right now. His number's 304. No, I'm just kidding.
Pre-game show also brought to you by W. Harley Miller Systems, providing custom integration services like home and office automation, home theater, networking, audio, video distribution, and more. Call 304-350-1931 or visit WHMsystems.com. Almost thought you were going to pull a Trip Tobin there, Dylan, and give out a phone number on live TV for everyone.
I hope Phil's listening. You know, he's the volleyball guy over here.
Yeah, he tunes in from time to time. You know, his daughter now a part of the Shepherd volleyball team. Before we introduce you to both teams here tonight, want to look ahead to our broadcast schedule, let you know what we have coming up here for the rest of this month of September. Only got 2 more matches coming up for you in September, both of the next Tuesdays. So next Tuesday, September 23rd, we'll have the Spring Mills Cardinals taking on the Martinsburg Bulldogs for the second time in the regular season, this time here in the Martinsburg Fieldhouse. And then that following Tuesday, that being September 30th, it will be the Musselman-Appleman taking on Martinsburg here in the Fieldhouse. So both should be great matches, just like they were the first time around. We'll get to see how the two of those teams go up against each other differently this time around. Now, unless you got a point, sorry, Dylan.
I was just going to say no Villa for Martinsburg this time around. We'll see how that one goes. Yep.
Yeah, that is a huge loss, obviously, for Martinsburg. But let's introduce you to both teams, starting off with the Jefferson Cougars, coached by Anna Washington, coming into the contest with a record of 5 wins, 5 losses, and 1 tie. Do my best here. They are not in numerical order on the roster, so bear with me. For Jefferson, you have number 10, Ella Bain, number 6, Madison Clark, number 4, Kylie Klein, Number 3, Sarah Diaz. Number 11, Madison Duval. Number 5, Liliana Garris. Number 2, Isabella Jacot. Number 15, Olivia Johnson. Number 1, Sophia Lowe. Number 12, Olivia Mercer. Number 9, Emma Olson. Number 7 is Jaslyn Parati. Number 16, Avon Thorne. Number 18, Kelsey Willis. Number 14 is Jocelyn Wilner. Jefferson in the gold uniforms with the black shorts here tonight. For Martinsburg, it is the white jerseys with the black shorts. And let's now introduce you to the Martinsburg Bulldogs, coached by Kiera Anderson, coming in with a record of 5-2 overall. For the Bulldogs, you have sophomore number 2, Gracie Widmeyer, senior number 3, Yaya Teasley, senior number 5, Riley DeWater, sophomore number 6, Ariana Knoll, junior number 7, Abby Rubenthal, that being their libero here for Martinsburg, senior number 9, DM Bajent, freshman number 10, Ellie Palmer, sophomore number 13, Sophia Ray, senior number 17, Emma Bass, senior number 22, Katie Zittel, sophomore number 27, Jaden Hall, freshman number 30, Aviana King, and a junior number 34, Peyton McMillan. That is both teams for you here tonight. In the JV match, it was Martinsburg defeating Jefferson 2-0. So Martinsburg trying to go for a sweep of the night here, defending the Martinsburg Fieldhouse. We'll step aside, make it a 3-minute break, please. Back to the studio, Kyler, a 3-minute break. And on the other side of that 3-minute commercial break, we'll have set number 1 of tonight's varsity contest between Jefferson and Martinsburg. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. We're back in 3 minutes.
You feel that in the air? The precision passes of expletives thrown from a jersey-clad warrior to his TV, his dog, or anyone that'll listen. It's time for tailgating and showing off those parking lot picnics. Just remember, when you come out of the fourth quarter to 5 new dents, remember Cody's Auto Body is your MVP. I can erase those dents, just not the memory of your team's awful record. I'm Cody with Cody's Auto Body. That's Cody's with a T for f***ing trust.
Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti.
If you've been injured in a car accident, there are 3 things you need to know.
1, do not discuss your accident with an insurance company before you talk to a lawyer.
2, on average, car accident victims with a lawyer get over 3 times more money than those without one.
And 3, at Mansion Ferretti, if we don't win, you don't pay us, guaranteed. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
It's an instant classic. Hold still! Get Rock's delicious chicken sandwich and delicious burger with pickle aioli and Heinz thick-cut dill pickles.
We brought the beach to you. Get Rock's crab cake sandwich with 70% real crab meat.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at whmsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
We welcome you back here inside the Martinsburg Fieldhouse. We are ready for the varsity match tonight between Jefferson and Martinsburg. Set number 1 is brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Buy your next vehicle online and they'll deliver it to you. If you don't like it, they'll take it back. Visit them online at FordHagerstown.com. Set number 1 also brought to you by Power Beck and Matt Surf Law Offices. Call 304-264-8870. Speak with an attorney today or visit www.lawpbm.com. Both teams out on the floor, waiting to see which side will get to serve. Looks like it will be Jefferson serving here in the first set. As going back is Avon Thorne.
See if Jefferson's varsity team can put up a better fight than JV. Martinsburg won the JV matchup 2 straight sets.
Teasley trying to get that first point, but Jefferson keeps it alive and now has to send a deep free ball. So Martinsburg on the attack again with Teasley, but another great job by Jefferson to keep it alive. So both liberos seeing some early action, and another great job by Jefferson's libero out there with a fantastic dig. And that one, a bullet goes by her, and they call it in. Martinsburg gets the first point. You saw Jefferson celebrating as if it was theirs.
It was right at the line. It was a toss-up to me from here.
Well, there you go, an over serve out of play. So the point goes to Jefferson. We're tied at 1.
Ball don't lie, I guess. But a strong play from both sides to start out.
And now an over serve on the other end. 2-1 Martinsburg.
Well, now we don't know whether to believe the ball or not.
I want to quickly correct myself from earlier when I introduced the teams. Kelsey Willis, the libero I mentioned, number 18 on the roster, appears she's wearing number 8 here tonight for Jefferson. And it's an ace for Martinsburg. Is that right off the tape by Emma Bass and just dropped into no man's land, making it 3-1.
Really good start for Bass. Got the kill now. Some nice serves.
Bass this time, though, serves long. Out of play, point Jefferson.
I shouldn't have even said anything.
Both teams just trying to settle in here. Willis back to serve now. Her serve in play. Zittel has to dive for that, and a free ball sent by Ray. Jefferson tips it across. Teasley put it in play, but then after that, a mistake, and we are tied at 3.
Yeah, some level of miscommunication with Rubenthal and Bass, I think. Almost seemed like Rubenthal called for it, but then thought that Bass was coming in for it and was going to let it go.
That goes into the net. Point Jefferson as Zittel just couldn't play it. Tough first contact there by Martinsburg.
Seems like Martinsburg's playing a little tentatively to start out, not making decisive decisions.
And a serve into the net. We're now tied at 4.
You got to attack the ball. Somebody's got to go and get it. If you think it's you, go ahead and call for it. Be the one to do it.
Rubenthal serves it across to Willis. Here's the set and the attack. Unsuccessful. Ray. Jefferson sends it to the back line right to Rupenthal, and then backing up was Bass, and she took that first step back, as I said, and just couldn't correct herself coming forward to try to get the ball. Point Jefferson, they now lead 5-4.
You saw a little bit more of that. It's been a lot of hits for Martinsburg on their side, where it's just been like right in that middle point of two different players. And not enough decisiveness.
Here's Ray off block. Kept alive by Jefferson. Diaz down line, right to Zittel. They feed Ray again, does Martinsburg off block. Another good job by the Cougars. Zittel. Rupenthal. Very close to the net, and it looks like we're going to get a under the net call against the freshman Ellie Palmer. Point Jefferson. They now lead 6-4.
Yep, just couldn't quite tiptoe away from it.
Good first serve there. Here's Diaz. And right over the block. Point Jefferson, 7-4. The Cougars lead here in the field house early.
Jefferson's really starting to take advantage of Martinsburg feeling a little bit out of sorts early on here.
Ray. Zittel. Back up for Ray off block, and a fantastic dig. This back line of Jefferson putting in the work, stopping these spikes, and a free ball sent across. Middle hit. Just off the tape. Klein able to roll it across and get the point yet again for the Cougars. 8-4. They now have doubled up here, the Bulldogs, early on.
Great start for them. You mentioned that back line. It seems like every time Martinsburg gets a good hit that feels like it could be a kill, Jefferson digs it out.
Zittel for McMillan from the middle, and Willis with the diving stop. This time, an overpass, and Martinsburg able to capitalize, stopping the run and making it 8-5.
And Coach Anderson for Martinsburg wants a call of in the net for Jefferson. And I saw it that time towards the middle. Didn't get called.
King serves across, and it's an ace. It goes right down the line. Jefferson wasn't ready for it, and it's 8-6.
It's finally a little kernel of momentum for Martinsburg. See if they can keep it up.
Wouldn't be surprised if they serve it in that area again, and they do. It's an ace, making it 8-7.
They needed it.
Are they going to do it a third time? Yes. And it works.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Back to tied, just like that.
Yeah, she's putting it right on that right side of the defense for Jefferson. They just haven't found the answer they needed. It's now 8-all. This time they switch it. Diaz is there. Diaz to the back line. King ready for it. Rupenthal. Far side, and it's hit across. The water gives Martinsburg the lead at 9-8.
Volleyball is a game of runs, just like basketball can be. So you feel like you're up early on. It doesn't really mean anything. Things can turn around.
Hit over the block, that time by Garris. Martinsburg back on the attack. Just barely kept alive by Jacott. King setting up Ray, blocked. McMillan over the block and gets the kill. Willis nearly had it, but couldn't do so. 10-8 Martinsburg.
And Martinsburg has cleaned up some of the communication issues on their side, some better passing.
It's been 6 straight points, and it's coming to an end. King puts way too much on that serve. It goes out and makes it 10-9.
And she was going to mess up eventually.
And you see her trying to smile through it. That was nowhere near being in play.
And Coach Anderson was giving her some flack. But
there you go. She's able to set up McMillan in the middle, who gets the kill, makes it 11-9. Just like that, just a quick memory. Wipe it out of your brain, what just happened, and on to the next one.
Exactly.
That's what you like to see from a freshman.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Ray back to serve now. Her serve, a liner, and Willis keeps it in play and will now have to send a free ball. Rupenthal, King, back for McMillan, who dumps it across. Great job, as that was really close to the net. But a point for Jefferson, and I think that was Garris on the outside with the kill, making it a 1 point set number 1 differential here at 11-10 again in favor of the Bulldogs of Martinsburg.
Jefferson's a pretty experienced team, a lot of seniors. Martinsburg is as well, but you can
DeWater off tape, and another kill for Riley DeWater, making it 12-10.
Got the friendly roll from the tape that time.
Yeah, it helped it get around the block that was set up right in front of her. Just had to twist her body around and hit it the opposite way. To serve across, Willis. Jacott, middle attack. Not there, and it didn't matter. As the first touch after that, too close to the net for any of the Bulldogs to get to. It's 12-11.
Jefferson fended off the run to be able to keep us at more of a back-and-forth affair now, but they lost that lead.
And the serve goes over and out. Point Martinsburg, making it 13-11.
They got to find a good rotation, good serve, something for them to make a run of their own, like Martinsburg was able to.
Zittel checks back in, her serve, line drive across, and Teasley makes them pay. Jefferson trying to say that she followed through and hit the net. You can still see it shaking, so I wouldn't be surprised if they're correct, but the officials did not call it. Point Martinsburg, making it 14-11.
I think they might have a point.
Well, back to the old saying, ball don't lie. As the serve goes into the net, point Jefferson, making it 14-12. The real ball knower's the ball itself.
That's right. Who knows ball better than the ball? You know?
Bass from downtown gives it to Teasley. Sends the short free ball across. Jefferson dumping it. Ray there. Here's Bass with a very tough angle, and the defense for Martinsburg was all out of sorts. Jefferson recognizes it and just sends it across in one into the empty space to get the point, make it 14-13.
A lot of heads-up plays from Sarah Diaz, one of the seniors on Jefferson in this first set.
Zittel decides to set up the backside attack, and it's out from Bass. We're tied at 14.
Pushed it too far down the line.
Rupenthal for Palmer, just past the block to Willis. A dump in two, and it works. The middle is wide open for the taking. Jefferson 15, Martinsburg 14 now.
Setter dump gets overused sometimes, but that was a real good time to use it.
Zittel, Rupenthal, and awkward attack there by Bass. Jefferson on the attack, and a great one here from the near side, outside across, making it 16-14. I was shielded by who had that. I think, just from celebration, it might have been Isabella Jacott.
I think you're right. That ball was hit so hard that Zittel just assumed it was going out and let it go.
Here's Palmer on the attack off block, and it goes straight to Willis. This time they set up Diaz, who had to reach back for it, and she gets the kill, making it 17-14 Jefferson.
Another heady play from Diaz. Just took a little bit off. The block was ready for a line drive.
Serve across. Ray, Zittel, Backside for Bass. It's hit across to Willis. This time they bring the attack to the near side, and very close to going under the net was Parati, but she's able to stay away. Jefferson has to send a deep free ball. Ray keeps it. Zittel. Tough one to get to. Martinsburg unable to capitalize on the free ball attack. And now they're setting up another attack, this time for Teasley, and she gets the point.
Jefferson found the run that they were looking for. Now Martinsburg has the chance to squash it here and try to get back on track.
Jefferson up 17-15 here in the first set. And that a long serve. Willis keeps it in play, though. So that goes over the net. Teasley recognizes it and puts it right back across. 17-16 now is the score after the Bulldogs get the point, thanks to Yaya.
Doing this without DM Bajan, at least so far, to where that front line doesn't have the defense you're used to. Someone to go and hit that hard from the middle.
Yeah, you're completely right. I didn't realize that she hasn't been out there yet. Saw her talking with Coach Anderson before the match. And that a whiff. Point Jefferson, making it 18-16.
Yeah, she's right by Coach Jenkins, assistant coach on the side there. But hasn't checked into the match.
It looks like she's wearing a different jersey too. So that hit across and right into Parati, who couldn't make a play on it. Goes into the stands, making it 18-17.
You are right, Colin. Listed as number 9 on the roster, wearing number 19 there on the bench.
Yeah. Diaz, right to Rubenthal. Here's Zittel for Ray, off block, and we are tied at 18. Timeout called by Jefferson. We'll take a 30-second timeout alongside them and then be back with more EPAC Volleyball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
It's the new normal. You live, work, and play everywhere. Whether it's the family car or the family business, you need insurance that keeps pace with your changing life. Home on the job or working from home, peace of mind comes from knowing your whole world is covered. No matter what happens or how big it grows, whatever your new normal, Erie Insurance's award-winning service and personal agents can keep pace. Call your local agent today or visit erieinsurance.com for a quote.
We welcome you back here to the Martinsburg Fieldhouse. Jefferson has used its first timeout of set number 1. They have one remaining if they decide to use it. We are deadlocked at 18 here in the first set. A best 3 of 5 contest for varsity volleyball. Serve across by Martinsburg's Rubenthal. And a dump into Zittel, this time ready for it.
There's Bajan.
Yep.
Or no. Yeah.
No.
Nope, never mind.
That's Palmer, I think, that you were possibly confusing her with, as we have a block here on the near side between Ray and McMillan, giving Martinsburg the lead.
Two very evenly matched teams, it feels like, so far.
Rubenthal hits it across. Quick setup for Diaz, and the only person in the back line was Bass, and she couldn't get there. She was stuck in the middle, and that went to her right.
Feels like a little more raw talent maybe on the Martinsburg side, but feels like Jefferson has played the smarter match so far as
serve
they make
goes
a
out.
Service error.
Yep.
Point back
Martinsburg. I believe that should make it 20-19. Yep. Scoreboard just a little delayed in putting that point up. Now here's King back to serve, and she had that great run the last time around of 6 straight. King for Ray, right to Willis. Now both sides going back and forth. Here's DeWater off block, and it's another point for her. She's been a good difference maker here in this first set for Martinsburg as they extend the lead now to 21-19.
That was a big pivot point. Could have been 20-20 if Jefferson had gotten that point.
King just puts it over the back line. Point Jefferson, making it 21-20.
That takes away the effect of that last point before that a little bit.
Diaz back to serve now. Her serve goes off the tape and trying to get there. Sophia Ray. She got a fist on it, but it wasn't enough. We're tied at 21. Diaz puts this into the bottom of the net that time. Poor serve from her makes it 22-21 Martinsburg.
One of the few mistakes she made in this set so far.
Now serving will be Ray. That's a bullet across and played beautifully by Jefferson. It's Martinsburg on the attack. Here's DeWater. Tough angle, and it's just out. Point Jefferson. Tied back up, 22-22.
It's really hard to cut the ball across like that and do it successfully. It feels like something that you can do more often and catch teams off guard, but it's hard to execute.
Klein serves across. Goes to Bass. King now for the middle for McMillan, and that's going to go up. Hit the rafter. Who got the point? It hit the rafters on the Jefferson side, came across on the Martinsburg side. I think that gave the point to Martinsburg. It's Martinsburg 23, Jefferson 22.
Yeah, scoreboard gave it to Martinsburg.
They put the ball on the Martinsburg side, so it looks like they'll be serving. Jefferson just called a timeout.
Only thing I can think of, I don't know the rule. You know, we'd have to have it explained to us, but I assume if it hits the roof and then comes down on the other side, that is in some way counted as being out.
Yeah, I guess so. We've never had that happen before. I know if you hit it from your side and it hits the roof on the other side, it's a point for the other team. But I don't think we've ever had a ball hit your side of the roof and land on the opposite side of the net.
Yeah.
Well, we resume action, and it's a point for the Bulldogs, setting up set point, 24-22.
Well, winning the first set gives you a lot better chance to win the match, but
McMillan, though, puts it into the net. And that makes it 24-23. So if Martinsburg gets the next point, they win the first set. If Jefferson gets the point, that forces a win by 2 scenario. Back to serve now for the Cougars. And it's a cross here. Now some confusion.
Touched by Jefferson.
And the mistake gives the point to Martinsburg, and that is how our first set comes to an end at 25-23. A very strange way to come to an end there.
So I want to say that Jacot thought that it was outside of the antenna and figured it didn't matter what happened from there, but I think it was inside the antenna. So the fact that she touched, she let it hit her in the leg and then fall over meant that it was out on her.
So 1-0. Martinsburg leads Jefferson now. Let's step aside, take a 1-minute break, and then we'll be back with set number 2 on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
This is Cody with Cody's Auto Body. The stories are on the way. Reliving glory days, the injury that prevented stardom, or the inevitable, I even could have made that play. With football season comes a lot of delusion of greatness. Well, no one believes you would have made it in the big leagues. Let's at least make them think you're a good driver. Bring that vehicle to me and I will make it the pride of the parking lot at every game. I'm Cody with Cody's Auto Body, the MVP of your season. That's Cody's with a T for trust.
The thing I'm most passionate about with my clients is that 95% of them that come to me, they've never been in trouble in their lives. They've got careers, promising futures, things that matter.
So thankfully, after it was all said and done, I had no DUI and I had no more stress facing me or my family.
When you're on the fence whether to hire a DUI attorney, I always say that you really cannot afford not to. My name is Harley Wagner. My law practice has been exclusively focused on driving under the influence cases throughout the state of West Virginia.
Welcome back inside the Martinsburg Fieldhouse. Varsity volleyball action in the Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference between Jefferson and Martinsburg. Martinsburg took the first set 25-23. So we now head into the second set. Second set brought to you by Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, located at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number one by making you number one first. Parsons. Set number 2 also brought to you by the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Go to wvjusticelawyers.com. Colin McLaughlin here, alongside me on the call, Dylan Bishop. John Alderton is our on-site producer. Colton Musgrove running our camera. Back at the studio is Kyler High. See how both teams come out here and adjust in this second set after a very, very close first set. Neither side really able to take control, and the difference that resulted in Martinsburg getting that first set was just little errors in the end by Jefferson.
And Jefferson did a pretty good job for most of the set avoiding those mistakes. It felt like Martinsburg was the one that, if they cleaned up their play, was going to win the set, but spent a lot of that set making some mistakes, especially early on, and that Jefferson was the one that was quicker to play in a more disciplined way, more communication, things like that. But yeah, towards the end, Jefferson started to make the mistakes on the other side, and that ended up being the difference.
By the way, in the first set, about midway or three-quarters of the way through, you pointed out that we hadn't seen from Martinsburg DM Bajent out on the floor. She was sitting on the bench that entire first set. Well, she's out there now, here to start the second set for Martinsburg up front.
Okay. Peyton McMillan also out there with her. I don't believe she played in that first set either.
McMillan did.
Okay.
Yep.
But yeah, Bajent, for sure. Sitting right next to the coaches on the bench for that whole first set, but now starts the second set. We won't speculate on the reason, but I did see Travis Bajent around somewhere, and if a microphone is nearby, sometimes he can make his way towards one. Hopefully he comes and finds and talks to us. We can ask him.
Zittel serves across here to begin the second set. There's a block up front by Bajent to begin the second set, giving Martinsburg a 1-0 lead.
So we'll see. Was that first set, what was it? Are we going to see more of the same? Is Martinsburg going to clean things up?
Wow, there's an ace. Zittel off tape, gets it, makes it 2-0 Bulldogs.
To me, that first set did feel like Martinsburg would be able to extend that lead out a little further if they cleaned up some of their own mistakes. Sort of like the JV game felt.
Willis keeps that one in play as it was clearly going out and sends a free ball across that she puts out of play, making it 3-0 Martinsburg.
Zittel starting off with some strong serves, making it to where Jefferson can't even get off the ground.
Another one right in the middle, and it's an overhit. Bass waiting for it, goes up, meets caught at the net, and it's a point for the Bulldogs. They lead 4-0 here to begin the second set, and now we're going to get a few substitutions for Jefferson to try to get themselves out of this early pickle that they put themselves in. Zittel sends it long. Point Jefferson. That ends the 4 straight points and makes it 4-1.
Hey, Jefferson's gotten themselves out of that hole. Let's see if they can respond.
Thorne goes off tape and gets the ace for the Cougars, making it 4-2.
That's a heck of a way to start.
Senior going back to serve once again. And this time, knuckles its way right into the middle of the net. Point Martinsburg off the error, making it 5-2.
Feels like Thorne, her serving style is to kind of live on the edge there, where she's trying to get it right over the net. Worked out the first time, and of course didn't the second time.
Serve across for Martinsburg. Willis puts it straight up. Thorne sets it up. And a dump across off the set. Here's Zittel for Ray. Off block, right to Thorne. Willis can't get there. Point Martinsburg, making it 6-2. Bulldogs. Back servings, the freshman for Martinsburg, Ellie Palmer. Serve into the net. Point Jefferson, 6-3.
Wonder if Coach Anderson at any point will bring a coaching point to just say, hey, let's just get the ball over. Like, we want to be aggressive with serves, but
serve error on the other side by Diaz. Point Martinsburg making it 7-3. I feel like, have seen a lot more serves going into the net here tonight than we have any other night so far this season.
It's been a good bit of them.
Bajent serves, and it's an ace for DM Bajent, making it 8-3 Martinsburg.
Bajent making an impact already. Their first set of the night.
This time, though, her serve long, too far to the stands, out of play, making it Martinsburg 8. Jefferson, 4.
And these scores were pretty much reversed at this point in the first set. So you did see some improvement coming out this time around for the Bulldogs.
Ray on the attack for Martinsburg. Stopped, and now Jefferson puts it to the back line. They feed Ray again. Blocked. The roof gives the point to the Cougars.
That's just great defense from Jefferson.
Klein and Jacot up front.
She's able to put that spike right back in the faces of Martinsburg.
Makes it 8-5 as that goes off the tape, and it's an ace. Zittel tried to get there at the last second. It was just too late. 8-6. Martinsburg only up by 2 here in set 2. Willis to serve again. Ray blocks, but it goes out. The tool gives the point to the Bulldogs, making it 9-6.
Jefferson had the right idea. It almost worked out for them again. Just pushed a little far to the right.
Serve across, and it's an ace. Looked like Jacot just couldn't figure out what she wanted to do there.
King playing on varsity as a freshman, you can see that her serves are one of the reasons that she's on this roster.
Into the net by Klein, point Martinsburg. They now lead it 11-6. Serve across. Willis keeps it alive. They send it across now for Klein, who puts it over. A dump. Willis with the pancake. She's still on the grounds, and the ball was heading her way. Nobody wanted to step on her while trying to make the play. Point Martinsburg. They've now doubled up Jefferson here in the second set. The Cougars will take a timeout. We'll take it with them. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV10, WRNR TV on YouTube. Back in 30 seconds.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How can I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm John Everson, Private Wealth Advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
We are back here live out of the Jefferson timeout. Jefferson taking on Martinsburg here in varsity volleyball action. JV match went 2-0 in favor of the Martinsburg Bulldogs. King for Martinsburg back to serve. Her serve goes into the net, so the timeout is effective for the Cougars, making it 12-7. Back serving now for Jefferson's Isabella Jacot. Her serve, a huge arc sent across, and Martinsburg's going to have to send a free ball over. Jefferson looking to capitalize. And an over hit by Parati, making it 13-7 Martinsburg.
Good eyes from Martinsburg that time.
Ray to serve. Standing on the basketball baseline. And walks up to the volleyball line and hits it across. Willis puts it very close to the net. And we get a call against Jefferson. Jacot goes into the net. Point Martinsburg, making it 14-7.
Jefferson has struggled to find their footing in this set. Started down 4-0.
Well, Martinsburg trying to allow them to get back into it with numerous serve errors. I wouldn't be surprised if at least half, if not more, of Jefferson's points are from serve errors here so far in this second set, making it 14-8. A dump across, and Diaz puts it away. Now switch the attack to Jefferson. Ray, though, for Martinsburg. The King. Here's Bass. And it goes into the net. Point Jefferson, making it 14-9.
For Jefferson, you just got to take it a point at a time. Chip away.
Parati serves off Tate. This time King was ready for it. And it's across. Here comes Diaz off block, and nobody backs up the block. Point Jefferson, making it 14-10.
At some point, Martinsburg will have to adjust. Diaz typically is a little softer.
This one going towards the bench. DeLauder tries to get there, couldn't do so. Point Jefferson off the ace, making it 14-11.
Here they come.
The Cougars trying to storm back here in set two. Serve long. And that kills the run. Bajent checks in for Teasley, and going back to serve now for Martinsburg will be Abby Rubenthal here at 15-11 Bulldogs.
I wonder if Parati got in her own head a little bit.
Well, Rubenthal nowhere close to putting it in play. Another error here in set two on the serve by Martinsburg, making it 15-12.
Can't let these things snowball if you're Martinsburg.
Jefferson serves across, and it's a free ball.
First touch wasn't great.
First touch wasn't great on the Jefferson side as well, and that is more costly, resulting in the Martinsburg points. 16-12.
That first touch really can make all the difference. Difference between your setter having a easy time or a difficult time to make a good pass.
Or you don't even get it to your setter.
Exactly.
Setter, excuse me.
Yep.
And a dump in two is killed by Jefferson. Point Martinsburg, making it 17-12 Bulldogs.
And back around to Zittel, who opened up this set. A couple aces and put Martinsburg up 4-0 to start out.
Well, she puts it into the net. Almost took the head off of Bajent.
Fair enough.
17-13 now.
I'll take the blame for that one.
I don't think Coach Anderson will accept that at practice. Zittel said that serve was Dylan Bishop's fault.
She can try, but yeah.
That goes off block. It's a point for McMillan, making it 18-13. And I wouldn't be surprised if they are, for the rest of this week, intently drilling these serves for a lot of practice. That one right off the line. Parati saw the angle, backed off at the last second, and didn't get it. Timeout, Jefferson, here at 19-13. Martinsburg in the lead in set 2. Step aside, take a 30-second break, and then be back with more EPAC Volleyball on TV10, WRNR TV on YouTube.
Did you know a fully loaded truck weighs 80,000 pounds?
I do know that they can cause a lot of damage in a wreck.
Over 40,000 people die every year in crashes.
And distracted driving is getting even worse.
I wish we had better ways to prevent distracted driving.
Me too. But one thing we can do is help people who've been injured in car and truck accidents.
Hurting almost heaven? Dial the 7s. 304-777-7777.
SkinnerWins.com.
We welcome you back here out of the timeout. 19-13. Martinsburg up by 6 points away from taking set number 2 as well. Agent off block. Willis backs up the block. Now here's Diaz, and she whiffs. Point Martinsburg, making it 20-13. Just a swing and a miss there for Jefferson.
It's interesting rotational stuff from Martinsburg here, where I don't think Teasley has played this set at all. I mean, it seems like it was swapped out with Bajan.
There you go, a kill again for the Bulldogs, making it 21-13. They're starting to pull away here in this second set.
Yeah, starting to snowball. You're down by 6, with Martinsburg only needing 6 points left, and then Martinsburg feeling confident coming out of the timeout.
Ray off block, kept alive by Jefferson. Good swing across. Here's Ray again. Was that off block? No. Point Jefferson, making it 21-14. Back serving now for Jefferson, Sarah Diaz. Ooh, that goes into the net.
Feels like Diaz, right at this point in both sets, sent it into the net. Granted, it was just a good bit closer at this point of the first set.
Here's a serve across. It's short. Willis is there. That goes off block. No, it did not go off block. Out of play. Point Martinsburg, making it 24-14. So another set point pending for the Bulldogs, up by 10.
It's a dangerous spot to put yourself in. Martinsburg can come out confident in the third set and say, hey, we can just sweep them, end the night early for ourselves.
McMillan. Zittel. Ray very close to the net. She's able, though, to just tap it across. Here's Jefferson with a weak attack. Ray again. Puts it out. Point Jefferson, making it 24-15. That allows Bajent check back in for Knoll. We'll see if Jefferson's able to make this interesting or not. Willis back to serve. Serves across. Zittel for Ray. Right to Willis. Martinsburg flips the attack to McMillan. Willis with another dig. Jefferson flips its attack and gets the kill. Isabella Jacat making it 24-16.
We did see a mini run from Jefferson when Martinsburg got to 24 in set number 1. See if they can do it again.
Willis serves and gets the ace as Ray, with a poor first touch, sends it to the backside stands, making it 24-17. Willis with another one incoming. Off the net, right to Zittel.
Zittel was ready for it that time.
Now that tapped across, and it's a point as Jefferson puts it across in one. You don't usually see that, but we've seen it a few times here by Jefferson, recognizing that Martinsburg has 5 of its 6 creeped up front, only 1 covering the back line. And they're attacking it. It's 24-18 now. 3 straight points for the Cougars.
They were able to do this in the first set.
And an overhit. Comes back across. They couldn't capitalize. Teasley off block, and she ends set number 2. 25-18. Martinsburg takes it over Jefferson. They lead 2-0, trying to go for the sweep are the Bulldogs over the Cougars after this 1-minute break. You're tuned into EPAC Volleyball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Jonathan Bodwell, Bodwell Insurance Solutions. We've been serving the Eastern Panhandle with their insurance needs for 20 years. We specialize in Medicare and health insurance plans. Medicare can be scary. We help seniors navigate the Medicare maze and not get taken advantage of by the call centers. We give honest, local advice on your insurance. We're located in the Aiken Center, 304-283-0864.
When it comes to providing you with a better car buying experience, CMA's Honda of Winchester takes it personally. Why? Because we're employee owned. That makes us neighbors, and good neighbors take care of each other. Come experience the honesty, transparency, and value we provide every customer, every neighbor, each and every day. At CMA's Honda of Winchester, owners just care more about you.
We welcome you back here inside the Martinsburg Fieldhouse. It is a 2-0 lead for the Martinsburg Bulldogs over the Jefferson Cougars here in a best 3 of 5 in varsity volleyball. So if Martinsburg wins this third set, they get the victory via sweep. Set number 3 brought to you by CMA Honda of Winchester, CMA Chevrolet and Toyota of Martinsburg, and CMA Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Martinsburg. CMA's moving lives forward. Set number 3 also brought to you by Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers. They're representing accident injury claims for over 50 years. Go to SkinnerWins.com. I'm Colin McLaughlin. Alongside me is Dylan Bishop. John Alderton's our on-site producer. Colton Musgrove is our cameraman here this evening. And back at the studio, it's Kyler High. That one was very different than the first set. Jefferson tried to rally back late, but the lead that Martinsburg created was too much for the Cougars to climb up.
Yeah, Martinsburg started the first set stronger, or started the second set stronger than they did the first, which I think really set the tone. So it felt like they were able to control it a little better than they did in the first set. But Jefferson still had some fight in them. And obviously they're not going to want to get swept. So they should come out here with a good bit of confidence, motivation, knowing that they've played well in long stretches of both of these first 2 sets. They just haven't been able to quite sustain it. And on your Martinsburg side, on the other hand, you can say, hey, when we cleaned things up, we dominated. So let's just do that again, and we can get out of here and go home.
Both teams putting their starting 6 out onto the court. And it will be Jefferson to serve, as Avon Thorne has the ball in hand. going back to do the honors to begin set number 3. And it's out.
Ooh. Good heads-up plays from the teammates of McMillan to call out, because she was chasing after it. I think it was Rupenthal that yelled out the loudest.
Yeah. I guess what else could we have expected here to have our serve be to start the third set? Like what we saw in second set, just mistakes, and a mistake on the first touch by Jefferson. Bajent makes him pay, making it 2-0 Martinsburg to begin the third set.
Deja vu all over again.
Zittel to serve. And she's going to get an ace. 3-0. Bulldogs lead.
It's the reason they have Zittel out there serving first.
And it's a liner for the serve across to Willis. Now Jefferson with the attack, and that's in.
Oh,
very, very close. To me, it looks like it was right on the inside part of the back line. Did you see differently?
My instinct was that it was out, but I can't say definitively.
Makes it 3-1. McMillan trying to make it 4-1, but it's kept alive by Thorne. Diaz hits it across. Martinsburg setting up Ray from the back line, and that one's out. Says the officials, making it 3-2. Here's a serve. Middle for Bajent.
Out. Yep.
And it's out. Tied at 3.
Well, Martinsburg, there you go. Started off strong, but now maybe you got a little overconfident after those first couple, and you let Jefferson even it back up. So, you lock back in.
Serve off net. Ray's there on the knee to get it. Here's McMillan. Thorne, Willis. Near side off tape. Ray with another dig. Palmer. A cross shot. Couldn't get the kill. Now a free ball. Bajent swinging away and getting the kill. Goes off the block of Olsen, making it 4-3 Martinsburg.
See, Martinsburg has done a better job since that first set of adjusting to these serves off the tape.
Here's an overhit. Ray puts it right back. And Jefferson doesn't have the answer. 5-3 Martinsburg.
So they're back on track. This Martinsburg team, we watched them for the last couple of years. Some of these players are the same. But Coach Anderson has really, I don't know if it's gotten their confidence up, if it's just had them gel. It's the coaching tips. They're a well-oiled machine.
Ray puts it in the back line. Point Martinsburg. So far, both teams have alternated 3 straight points each.
Yep.
Martinsburg with the first 3, Jefferson with the next 3, Martinsburg with 3 straight again.
As many seniors as they have, they do have a good bit of contributors that are sophomores even, or freshmen. Aviana King is a freshman, Sophia Ray, sophomore. And we saw Gracie Widmeyer, an impressive sophomore on JV, who was on the varsity roster, but we haven't really seen the varsity play. There's some youth on this team. And Ellie Palmer, a freshman that has been a regular part of the rotation here.
Jefferson subbing, and now the official making sure they have a good rotation here as well. They don't want to be called for an out-of-rotation violation before the next serve from Ellie Palmer, which is allowed. You can ask to see, and they do exactly that. Now we resume. Diaz off block. Zittel backing it up. They switch it across. Here's Ray. Right to Willis. And Willis's first touch forces Pirati to come over out of play, and her pass went awry. Point Martinsburg. 7-3 Bulldogs. Diaz. This one goes into the net. Martinsburg keeps it alive. Jefferson was ready to celebrate. Now they have to regroup.
Nice dig.
Both teams with a few dumps here in this volley. Ray swings away. Willis. Diaz free ball. Zittel quickly sets up Bajents. That goes right to Thorne. Diaz over the block to the back line, kept alive. A dump. Diving for it is Thorne. And that results in a point for the Cougars as Zittel couldn't get a first touch accurately to a teammate, making it 7-4. A hard-fought point won by the Jefferson Cougars, that volley.
Yeah, that was both teams back and forth. Nice digs. Jefferson felt like they were in particular in good position.
Willis serving now. Goes to Rupenthal. Here's Zittel. Bajents over the block. Backing it up, though, was Diaz. But unfortunately for her, she hits it into the stands, giving the point to Martinsburg, making it 8-4.
Now, third set early on, 8-4 already. We're seeing Bajent and Teasley on the floor together, which we didn't really see until the very end.
There's an ace. Start the dance party for DM Bajent, making it 9-4.
Perfectly placed. Accuracy. I hear it runs in the family.
Early timeout taken by Jefferson here at 9-4 in set number 3. We'll take a 30-second break with them. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV10, WRNR TV on YouTube.
After a car accident, call the local law firm that can give you the help you need right now.
Get more with Mansion Ferretti, the one with 115 years of combined experience fighting for West Virginia accident victims. Get more with Mansion Ferretti.
The one that takes on the big insurance companies.
Get more with Mansion Ferretti. We're Mansion Ferretti.
After a car accident, we'll fight for every dollar you deserve. And if there's no recovery, there's no fee. So call right now.
Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
We welcome you back here. An early timeout here in the third set taken by the Jefferson Cougars. So they're trying to avoid being swept here this evening by Martinsburg. DM Bajent back serving here for the Bulldogs. Lead 9-4 in set number 3. Out of the timeout, here's the serve. Goes to Willis. She puts it over and out of play. Point. Bulldogs as they continue their reign here. Leave 6 straight points.
Yeah, kind of how set 2 went.
That, though, a beautiful swing by Diaz from the middle, able to place it in the back corner.
Diaz.
Making it 10-5.
Couple of strong hits in this set altogether when she spent a lot of the first 2 sets taking a little something off of it, using a little more finesse. I think she's kind of figured that maybe Martinsburg would adjust to that at this point.
Lob serve across. Here's Teasley, and she gets called for making contact with the net. Point Jefferson, making it 10-6.
Teasley so tall and has so much length, you got to watch for that. Comes straight down like that, she's going to come right into the net.
Pirati puts it across, and it's an ace for Jefferson. 10-7. 3 straight points by the Cougars now. As they try to claw back. Pirati into the net, though, with this next serve, giving the point to Martinsburg. Making it 11-7.
Here you go, the freshman Aviana King.
King serves it across. Diaz gets blocked, stays on the Jefferson side, so they're able to keep it alive. Rubenthal nearly collides with Teasley, and she's able to hit it away. Now backline attack, Rubenthal diving, keeping it alive. King does so as well, and then Ray dumps it across. Both teams scrambling now, trying to find answers. And Klein puts it into the net, point Martinsburg, making it 12-7.
See King kind of move around Teasley at that one point to make a save. Impressive work from the freshman to go along with the serves that have led the Martinsburg runs.
King for Teasley, who wasn't there, so she has to send a short free ball across. Here's Diaz, King, Rubenthal, over for DeLauder off block. Jefferson couldn't keep it alive, and Parati nearly takes out the ladder. Probably gave our official a heart attack. She thought she was going for a tumble like the Hardy Boys back in the day. John got that reference. I'm proud of Mr. Alderson over here. It's 13-8 now.
Also, there were another set of Hardy Boys, so we might have to ask John if we're thinking of the same ones.
Fair point. Here's DeLauder, and she puts it out of play, making it 13-9.
I know WV won on Saturday, but I feel something every time I see that score.
I do too. Yeah. Hurts a little less after Saturday.
Yeah.
But it still hurts.
But there we go. We're away from it now.
14-9.
We don't have to talk about it anymore.
Sophie Ray back to serve. Off block. Palmer off block. Parati keeping it alive. And back line, King has had to put her hands up. And couldn't get a good first touch. Point Jefferson, making it 14-10.
Nice job by Jefferson, hitting that one right at King in a way that she kind of just couldn't do anything with it. Overpass.
Point Jefferson as the overpass. Olsen gets a swing at. Wasn't the best swing, but it works for the point nonetheless. Now this serve goes into the net, making it 15-11 Martinsburg.
It's tough to make comebacks like this. When at the high school level, you're not going to get a good serve every time. So when you got to do it over and over again, you're bound to make mistakes like that.
That one out of play. Just too much on it that time by Olsen, making it 16-11.
Because you're already quickly approaching the point where Jefferson's got to play pretty much perfect to make a comeback.
Diaz. Cross here, and Duval puts it out. Point Martinsburg. They lead 17-11 now.
Because it wasn't off block. Now you see Martinsburg up 6, only needs 8 points to finish it out.
Go to Duval again, goes right to Rubenthal. Here's King. Cross for DeLauder off block into the middle, and now an overpass. Martinsburg looking to capitalize. They dump it in 2. Willis was there, though, and now Diaz. It's a long shot to the back line, trying to catch Martinsburg sleeping. Couldn't do so that time, but now a block by Olsen. Rubenthal keeping it alive. Both teams continue to grind it out here. I got to catch my breath. They're not going to let me. Wow. Free ball.
Some good play on both sides.
Off block. DeLauder. King. Ray dumps it to the back line, and nobody followed it out. Martinsburg gets the point. 18-11. Jefferson going to regroup and call a timeout. We'll take a 30-second break with them. You're tuned into EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How can I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm John Everson, Private Wealth Advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
We welcome you back here. We're in set number 3. Lead here in the third set, trying to go for the sweep. They lead at 18-11 here in set number 3 over Jefferson, which means they are up by 7 as well as 7 away from getting the victory. Here's Rubenthal serving it across. Diaz puts the hands up, raises the fingertips. Ace. Martinsburg, 19-11, they lead now.
And Martinsburg, I think, has just sort of, I don't want to say broken their will, but has just sort of gotten over the hump of the issues they were having early on.
Rubenthal puts too much power on that serve. It goes out. 19-12 now is the score. Thorne puts it into the net, though. So they alternate points, making it 20-12.
I continue to be impressed with how Martinsburg is playing without their best player. You know, we don't really know that we're going to see Villa again this season, but
Diaz from the back line hits it out.
21-12. It's clear this is a group effort, top to bottom. You can see the chemistry that they have. Now on the other side, you can see that Jefferson is a good team, a heady team, well coached.
Just don't have it here tonight, it appears. 21-12. Martinsburg here in the third set, trying to extend that lead to double figures. And they get it, as that one goes right into Coach Anderson. It protects her players behind her. 22-12 now, Martinsburg trying to put the final nails in the coffin. Zittel gets the ace, as that one just barely in play, says the line judge here.
Yeah, you can see the down official on that side kind of gave a little bit of a look to his other side to say, I don't know, maybe.
Well, there you go. That one way out of play that time by Zittel, making it 23-13.
That could have also been one of those ninth inning, maybe the pitch was a little outside, but getting a little late. Team's up by 10. Call the strike. You never know.
Yeah, they're volunteers.
It was close, though. I think it was the right call.
23-14 now, as Martinsburg unable to put it across in 3. That serve over and out. 24-14. Match point opportunity for the Bulldogs. Back to serve will be Ellie Palmer. Trying to improve the season to 6-2. Serve across. Here's Willis. Diaz goes into the bench, and now that hit back. Palmer should have let that go. It would have been game. Everybody on the bench was screaming, run away. She couldn't help herself. Making it 24-15. She's going to take a seat on the bench now. Still gets high fives. Gets to laugh it off. See what Willis can do, though. So here's Rubenthal. Zittel for Bajent. And it's blocked. Klein says, we ain't over yet. 24-16.
You like to see the sort of culture that a coach has set where sometimes we can even laugh at our mistakes. Like one mistake's not the end of the world, short memory, that sort of stuff. Be able to laugh off stuff like that.
Zittel for Ray. The back line of Jefferson. Set up Diaz. And it goes into the block, but stays on the Martinsburg side. Point Jefferson, making it 24-17, and here we go again. Cougars with one last fight in them.
All three sets, they've gotten it to 24, or Martinsburg has gotten it to 24, and Jefferson has scored at least 3.
Ray.
Oh.
Blocked.
Rubenthal thought it was going out.
24-18. Bajent trying to end it, and does so this time off block. Set number 3, 25-18. Martinsburg takes it. They take the match. 3-0. They sweep the Jefferson Cougars. Step aside and take a 2-minute commercial break, and on the other side of that 2-minute break, we'll have our post-game show. This has been EPAC Volleyball on TV10, WRNR TV on YouTube. Back in 2 minutes.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or hancockchevy.com.
It's an instant classic. Hold still! Get Rock's delicious chicken sandwich and delicious burger with pickle aioli and Heinz thick-cut dill pickles.
We brought the beach to you. Get Rock's crab cake sandwich with 70% real crab meat.
Back here at the Martinsburg Fieldhouse, and welcome you into the post-game show brought to you by Rock's Local Markets with convenient locations around the Eastern Panhandle. Fast, fresh, friendly Rock's. Post-game show also brought to you by the Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, Robert Fields and Sons. They've proudly been serving the area since 1880. Martinsburg with another sweep here tonight inside the Martinsburg Fieldhouse, this time over Jefferson. They took the first set 25-23, did the Bulldogs. Set number 2 and set number 3, they took 25-18 both times. Dylan, your final thoughts before we wrap things up for the evening.
I was impressed by Jefferson. I thought that they were a smart team. They eventually made mistakes, but every high school team is going to make their fair share of mistakes. But for that standard, I thought that they were a heady, smart team that limited mistakes as much as they could, at least for long stretches of time. And Martinsburg came out a little shaky in that first set, but they recovered, finished it out strong, and then from there, sets 2 and 3, they got off to a strong start, and then were able to control it. You could tell Martinsburg felt like the more talented team that just needed to get out of their own way at times, and eventually they did that, got their confidence up, shook off the rust, got the jitters out, whatever you want to call it, and they played strong the rest of the way. And it's a good all-around team.
All righty, that'll do it for us here this evening. Martinsburg takes both the JV and varsity matches via sweep. Again, next volleyball broadcast we'll have for you is the next Tuesday, that being here the 23rd of September. It will be Martinsburg hosting Spring Mills, the second final meeting of the regular season between those two. Last time it was Martinsburg getting the victory as we began the season 3-1. See how the next one goes. 6 p.m. the JV match will begin. Varsity will follow. For Kyler High back in the studio, Colton Musgrove, our cameraman here tonight. Both of them first time each. I think did a great job. So thank you to them. John Alderton, our on-site producer. Dylan Bishop alongside me. I'm Colin McLaughlin signing off. This has been EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR-TV.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How can I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm John Jefferson, private wealth advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
When it comes to providing you with a better car buying experience, CMA's Honda of Winchester takes it personally. Why? Because we're employee owned. That makes us neighbors, and good neighbors take care of each other. Come experience the honesty, transparency, and value we provide every customer, every neighbor, each and every day. At CMA's Honda of Winchester, owners just care more about you.
That concludes tonight's coverage of West Virginia High School volleyball featuring the Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference. Our coverage has been brought to you by Power, Beck, and Metzgerith Law Offices, the Mirius Group of Ameriprise Financial Advisors, W. Harley Miller Systems, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, CMA's Martinsburg and Winchester dealerships, Brown's Funeral Homes and Cremations Robert Fields and Sons, Hagerstown Ford, Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson Personal Injury Attorneys, the Berkeley County Health Department, WVU Medicine Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, Smallwood and Small Insurance, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, the Palace Lounge, the Larry DeMarco Team, Century 21 Modern Realty Results, Rock's Local Markets, Bodwell Insurance Solutions, Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, Fort Evans Archery, Trips Floor Sanding, the Wagner Law Firm, and Next Level Auto Detailing. Keep it tuned to TV 10 for all of your local sports coverage. All rights reserved.